So what's going on, Raider Nation? Welcome back to another episode of the Raider Critique. I know it looks a lot different. I'm doing it a lot differently this time around because I'm having issues with my studio. The power is out. So in all actuality, I'm going to have to come in here and do this on my laptop in this real echoey room. I want to appreciate everybody for stopping in. We suffered another loss, this time to the Indianapolis Colts, to a first-time professional coach. And real talk, man, I honestly don't even know how to feel about it. First off, I want to go ahead and try to jump on over here into the stats. I'm going to share my screen where we can look at that. If I'm not to do this screen. But it was a terrible game. I mean, it was a terrible game. That's not what I want. Not window. Here we go. All right. So jump. I'm gonna look at this. I know the right now. Matt Ryan went 21 of 28 for 222 yards, 7.9 on his average, one touchdown, no interceptions. He sacked once for 14 yards. At a QBR, 58.6 with an overall rating of 109.5. While Derek Carr went 24 of 38 for 248 yards, 6.5 yard average, two touchdowns, no interceptions. He was sacked twice for 16 yards with a QBR of 53.1 with an overall rating of 99.5. Rushing is glaring. If you look at it, Jonathan Taylor dominated the game with 22 carries, 147 yards, 6.7 yard average, and one touchdown. Matt Ryan came out with 4 carries for 38 yards, his longest being a 39-yard carry for one touchdown at a 9.5 yard average. While we had Josh Jacobs, who ran 21 times for 78 yards, 3.7 average, one touchdown, 22 being his long. Matt Collins 1 for 0, Zamir White 2 for -1. Receiving, all right, Paris Campbell was their highest with 7 receptions for 76 yards, one touchdown, targeted 9 times. Devontae Adams showed up again, 9 receptions, 126 yards at a 14.0 yards per average gain, one touchdown, 48 being his long, and he was targeted 14 times. Foster Moreau was second, 3 for 43, targeted 4 times. He had 1 touchdown, and he was averaging 14.3 yards per gain. Amir Abdullah, 4 for 33. It showed you how many times we dumped the ball off. 8.3 yard average. It was working. He was targeted 4 times. Josh Jacobs, 6 for 28, targeted 8 times for 28 yards at a 4.7 yards per average, 9 being his long. Matt Collins, 2 for 18, targeted 6 times, 12 being his long, averaging 9.0 per catch. And Keelan Cole, 2 targets, 0 receptions, 2 sacks down the board. Defensively, it showed with all the pieces that we have going on here. Max Crosby was our leading tackler, which normally he's top 3, but normally he's never the top 10 total, 4 solo, 1 sack. Of course, he hit the quarterback 1 time. Sam Webb had 2 pass deflections on 8 total tackles. 6 of those were solo. Dayon Brown, 8 total tackles, 4 solo. Amik Robertson had a pass deflection, 6 total tackles, 3 solo. Luke Masterson, who I honestly didn't ever think that he was going to ever see the game, but with the Blake Martinez retirement, he obviously saw some playing time. He had 6 total tackles. 2 of those were solo. One of those tackles was for a loss. Trayvon Morig, 5 total tackles. All 5 of those were solo. Andrew Billings, 5 for 4. And really, you can just go down the board and just kind of see it. You know, what this glaring factor from what I see is no Divine Diablo really meant something, hurt this team at this point. Amir Abdullah had 3 kickoff returns for 86 yards, 30 being his long, averaging 28.7 yards per return. And then Keelan Cole, 2 for 17 on punt return, 9 being his long, 2 for 17. Daniel Carlson had goose eggs across the board, except for 2 extra points. And AJ, 5 punts for 294 yards, averaging 58.8 yards a punt. And 3 of those were inside the 20. And that's going to basically stop with this. We're going to sharing here, and we're going to jump right back in this. So I want to thank everybody for stopping in. Now, what are my overall thoughts about this? Well, I believe that we used to be a playoff team. You know, what's going on, Fade? And, you know, we were supposed to be a playoff team, and I'm so pissed off because I don't know which way to look on all of our issues that we're having on this football team. I also am not feeling well, guys. I've had some major stomach issues going on today. Yesterday was a trip because, you know, I must have got some food poisoning where I ate at yesterday. So it just, you know, my stomach ain't bode well at all. And then not only on top of that, but I got to watch this team shit the bed once more. Well, we all got to watch this team shit the bed once more. But it's always Raider Nation all day, baby. But I haven't done any mock drafts lately, man, and that's just because I don't really watch college football. And I'm real about that, you know. I mean, I don't really watch college football, although I should, because at least if I watched college football, I would kind of know, you know, I would actually maybe be able to pick a team that I could root for that's going to win. Because these Raiders haven't won in years. And it seems like that I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again each and every year, each and every video, each and every episode. It's just, it's tiresome at times. That's why, I feel for most of these podcasters and YouTubers who have to come out here and report on this shit, especially when they take it as personally as I do, because I do take it personally. We keep shitting the bed. You can't play a solid 4 quarters. We got our quarterback crying in the presser. You know, we got everybody. We got Josh McDaniels, who's also to blame for this bullshit. The whole team is to blame for this bullshit. Chandler Jones not showing up in any of these games, collecting all that money. That's bullshit. You know, we are an absolute fucking dumpster fire. If anybody feels like and talking with me about it, you are more than welcome to come in. You are way more than welcome to come in. Because I, for one, would like answers. I haven't seen anything during these press conferences besides the only one who really feels like that they are trying to win and who it actually is really affecting is our wide receiver and quarterback. And a lot of the other podcasters out there are going a different way, going, oh, well, it doesn't matter. Derek Carr is just dragging tears. We're tired of hearing him cry. We're tired of seeing him for 9 years. You know, the eye test tells me Derek Carr is not. Derek Carr is a serviceable quarterback, but you cannot win games with a team that plays like this. We gave up 144 yards on the ground with a defense who I actually thought was a fairly good run defense, but we're giving up 144 yards on the ground. Jonathan Taylor is completely wrecking the game. It's a team game. Everybody fucking loses in this whole ordeal, but I really don't see how it's all falling on Derek Carr when Derek Carr is literally doing what the fucking coaches are telling him to do, and the coach doesn't know what the fuck he's doing from one thing to the next. So in all actuality, it pisses me the fuck off that anybody would even think that Derek Carr's the only problem. Fade, man, salute, bro. Thanks for coming in, man. How you doing?
Hey, I'm feeling you, bro. I'm fucking pissed. You know, I'm going through that fucking Raider loss thing over again. I'm fucking pissed. You know, I got mixed feelings on Carr, crying and shit, but could I at least show me that he cares a little bit?
You, man.
Yeah, but McDaniels, man, we're in trouble, bro. We're going to be in the dumps for a couple of years, I think, Ben. I mean, we got Devontae Adams. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
There's no way with this roster that we should be 2-7.
No. But you know what? We don't have Renfro and Waller either. What the fuck's going on? We signed Waller. We signed Renfro. We give them money. And then not even fucking on the field either. Right?
Exactly. As a matter of fact, I was watching a live yesterday, and dude said 47 total plays. Aunt Six said 47 total plays is what Waller, Renfro, and Adams have been on the field for this whole season, which is nowhere near enough to where it should be. You know, they dropped all this money on dudes like Chandler Jones who were not performing.
That's another one, Chandler Jones. Yep. Yeah, that's another one, man.
He's not even coming on the field. He's 51 mil.
You know what I feel bad for, bro? It's Crosby, man. Crosby's putting everything out there. And I feel bad, man. He could jump on any team, get paid. Jacobs, is he going to want to re-sign with us now? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, do you want to re-sign? You're
Shoot. Hold on, man. Hopefully I don't lose you. Okay, there we go. Yeah, like I was saying though, man. Hopefully we don't. Oh, my boy, Big Earn. What's up, that's my brother right there. What's up, brother?
What's happening with y'all, man?
Man, so I haven't been on for a minute, brother. But you know that.
I know you've been missing in action, bro.
Yeah, I had to move, and I've been offline. But I did see you on radio on Loom's show the other day.
Oh yeah.
I go, that's my boy Ern. So
man, look, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to cut our losses now, bro. We're gonna have to cut our losses because we can already see that this Josh McDaniels experiment is not gonna work out, bro. And if we don't, then we're gonna let him tear down this team and rebuild it back the way he wants it, and we can still end up getting rid of him in 3 years. So we might as well save ourselves 4 whole fucking years and just bring in another guy and somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing and can lead men and let him let the right person build it up. Because what we've been doing is we've been trying to do the right thing by giving a great contract to the wrong person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what we've been doing is it's like we've been going to the host roll to go find a girlfriend. It's like you're doing the right thing with the wrong person.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that, bro. I hear what you're saying. It's just damn, man, we only have 2 wins.
I think we're going to probably start at quarterback, and we shouldn't start at quarterback. You know, it's a tall tale sign when the dude comes out in the press conference and he's wearing a Fresno Bulldogs pullover, bro.
I saw that, bro. You know, you're right. I saw that.
No, that's okay because that people around the NFL do that shit. Players that went to Florida State, they wear Florida State stuff. And, you know, people that went to Miami, they wear Hurricane stuff at their press conference. Peyton Manning, I mean, I'm not going to say Peyton Manning, but I've seen it like from numerous players around the league. So that's not really a red flag to me. But I mean, if it is to you, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you're wrong.
Hey, Ern, let me ask you a question, Ern. You think? I mean, we haven't seen the frustration out of Carr's, the last few years, but now they've got DA on the team, and they're both for Fresno State, right? And DA's he left Aaron Rodgers, man, to come to Vegas. Do you think that Carr's actually coming out now and expressing himself and getting frustrated and saying, "Man, we got DA here"? Who do you think's not pulling for the team right now? He he's pointing people out. He's just not putting it out there.
Yo, I think those some of those comments are directed at Darren Waller, Mac Hollins, because I know Mac Hollins is a likable guy and everything, but we've just seen some iffy things from him on the field, like make a real big fuck up play, and they're like, bro, you're not pissed off or nothing. That was kind of like a little bit of a red flag. But I like Mac Hollins, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But then you try to you take what they say and then couple it with what you see, and then try to find out what fits in where. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, if Foster Moreau catches that ball in the end zone, man, we got a whole different game. I don't know if he was hitting them on that too. I don't know, man, but we're all frustrated. I know. Look at
Colts just
Critique's frustrated. Go ahead, Critique.
I mean, the Colts played really good defense there toward the end. Some of those pass plays, man, were just inevitable, man. They hit the ball straight out of their hands.
Hey, Critique, hold on there, though. Who's their defensive coordinator? Gus Bradley, right?
The guy that we should have kept.
Exactly. And you said they played good defense, and we had Gus Bradley, and a lot of the players went there, right? And we got beat by them. We fucking had that win, man. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm just fucking frustrated, and I apologize. That's why I haven't been on for a while. And usually, Ern and I are doing we'll do some Warrior basketball and stuff. But I've been had to move out this week. But we'll connect again, Ern. But yeah. You know what I'm saying, man. Yeah, we're all frustrated right now, and. Yeah.
Man, I'm beyond frustrated. In all actuality, it's just frustration ain't even the fucking word for it.
No, you're right, brother.
I mean, sad, dude. Sad and tired and fucking pissed, and it's all of them all at once. We sit there and we waste all this money on the offense, and the offense does the best that they can, but not putting any money into substantial players on defense. Not dumping any money into the secondary, not dumping any money into the defensive line. It's all starting to reap its ugly face. And then we got rid of players that we could have used for depth. We have dudes who went out on IR that we didn't expect to go out on IR. I mean, injuries do happen, but we didn't expect them to all go out at the same time. Not to mention this fucking cat who comes in here, hangs out for 5 fucking weeks, and then says, bet, peace, I don't fucking like what I'm seeing here.
He was here for 2 weeks, bro.
That's a tall tale sign. He was only here for a month and a half, and he was only on the field for 2 weeks. And said, fuck it, because he was on the practice squad first. He was only with us for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
5 weeks until he came up and saw the dysfunction and was like, yo, I'm gone. If that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what does.
How often do you see a big-time free agent go to a new team and halfway through the season he's already criticizing everybody? That's unheard of. And that's a big red flag.
No, you're right, man. A lot of us were.
So I don't wake up my wife. Hold on.
That's all right, brother. But a lot of us are criticizing Gruden at one time, but now we're like, shoot, man. At least he had that team motivated. But Sasha, at least he had that team going. The last 4 or 5 games of the season. And won some games, right? I don't know, man. Yeah.
This sums it up as a whole, man. The organization lacks leadership and winning culture. Opposite example, Mahomes joining a stable organization as a rookie.
I was listening to you earlier. I was listening to you earlier, Critique. How you said you've been doing this for years. You have been. You're old school when it comes to the Raider content creators, right? You've been out there for years, and it's exhausting, right? You're tired of bullshit. Yeah. No, I heard you, man. And that's why you
out here who's been doing it for years. Bro, I know. You have to salute them because, I mean, when they sit there and play like this, and it's year in and year out, it's the same shit every year. When it comes to, winning seasons, we get overhyped and overexcited and we're fucking jumping for joy. But then when this happens, it's like, same old shit.
No, I hear you, bro. This
reminds me of 2013, and like it's, you start reaching back through all the photos that you've saved from every show you've done to look at exactly the same shit that you were bitching about now is the same shit you were bitching about back in 2013. Now, that's got a fucking tall tale sign right there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's facts, bro. That's facts.
But, I mean, in all actuality,
man, I don't know, man.
I mean, I don't think there's a quick fix for this.
I'm just saying, if you're a content creator right now, Raider content creator, don't quit your day job, okay? Because
go to work.
It's already tiring enough just watching everybody bitch all day and complain. I want to see our fucking team win. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody has any solutions. Everybody just talks about the problems. Oh, Derek Carr, Derek Carr has only thrown fucking 4 interceptions on the whole fucking year.
No,
like
I don't think Carr's
everybody
problem,
wants to throw
bro.
him under the bus. I don't either. He may be a minor problem because he's not picking up the offense fast enough. But bro, you think that's the priority of our problems? That's the first one.
I think Waller's more of a problem on our team, man. What the hell's going on with Waller? We just paid the guy, right?
Who's Waller?
Exactly.
Does he play for us?
Exactly. He's a rapper. He'd be rapping presents in December. I'll tell you that.
Am I frozen or are you guys frozen? No, Fade is frozen.
I think it's you. It's probably me.
You guys seem fine to me. Okay. No, you guys seem fine. Yeah.
Either Fade is trying to be a mime or he's frozen.
He's probably frozen. He's probably going to come back in. He's probably frozen.
You guys can't see me?
Hey, yeah.
Now we can see you, but you're just stuck in one position.
Ernby over here dropping dimes. Get ready for Hard Knocks training camp with the Las Vegas Raiders. Get ready, because they always put the shitty teams on there, and we're gonna get the first pick in the draft from the look of it, Ern. So and I mean, in all actuality, with because you already know my love for Carr, just like it's like yours. You know what I mean? Do you think that we're gonna actually move on from Derek Carr and try to get one of these quarterbacks who are supposedly NFL ready?
So the answer to that is yes or no and yes. So no, we're not going to move on from Derek Carr this year because I believe that when this coaching staff came in with this GM and the front office, I think it was all a 2-year thing. Like they're a package deal for 2 years. You know what I mean? Because you can't get a correct assessment on a quarterback in a brand new system after 1 year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but especially what we know. With
Derek, like anytime Derek's in a system, typically his first year is not so great. Second year is an improvement. And third year, he has master of it. You know what I'm saying? And he's done it time and time again. So like you can't get rid of Derek Carr after 1 year. But do I think we're going to draft another quarterback? I do think we're going to draft another quarterback, and hopefully it'll be a Steve Young, Joe Montana type of thing, where you can have a really good one sitting under Derek and let Derek, show him the ins and outs. And then when it is the new quarterback's time, he'll be completely ready. He won't just be being thrown to the wolves. You know what I'm saying?
Dan, I can't believe you just mentioned 2 Niner quarterbacks, man. But they are good quarterbacks, bro.
Got to keep it a buck. Those are some of the best ones, and that's probably the best situation for a quarterback to ever be in is what Steve Young was in.
But look who beat us yesterday, Matt Ryan, right? He's been in the system for a while. And are there any journeyman kind of quarterbacks out there that we can pick up?
Matt Ryan ain't gonna win no more games, bro. They just beat us because we're not motivated. We didn't want to win for this team. That Colts team. Remember what I told you guys on Friday and Saturday? What did I say? What was my quote? I said, what you guys can see on Sunday is a team that will completely run through their wall. On Sunday, you will see a team that is motivated to run through a brick wall for their coach versus a team that absolutely despises their coach. And that's what we saw. But I mean,
And
we are a
that's
little bit more
exactly what we saw.
competitive than I thought we were going to be, but we still
Yeah,
didn't end up
and
with the
earn
win.
like they did with Bisaccia last year, man. They ran to a brick wall for him. Exactly. No, well said, brother. No, you're right.
I don't even know what to think about this week coming up. Denver, did you see Russell Wilson's game-winning drive?
Yeah.
Bro, it looked like Seattle again, bro. He might just be coming into something. I'm worried about this game as well. I know Denver's our bitch, but, you know, at some point, your bitch pulls a Tina Turner on you and hit you upside the head with some heels. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think, Faye?
About this weekend, this game?
Do you think we select do you think we select a quarterback in the draft?
Oh yeah, definitely. We have to, man. But like I agree with Ern though, we gotta wait. We gotta help him develop under that system for at least a year, and then bring him in. Because Carr's not done. Carr could go on any team and start right now. I mean, in my opinion. Yeah, I think Carr can jump on almost any team right now and start. You know, except for the Aaron Rodgers and the Brady's and like that. But yeah, we have to pick up a quarterback. I don't know. I don't even know if Stidham's good. You know, I mean, we haven't seen him play, but I mean, is Carr really the reason why we're losing though? If you really think about it, we're not getting the holes open for Jacobs. He did good for 3 weeks. He got over 100 and something yards. And I think everybody's game planning against us now. And now they're making Carr throw the ball. But we don't have Renfro. We don't have Waller. I mean, you got to think about that too. You know what I mean?
Hey, can I interject something that changes the whole picture of the question?
Yes, sir.
So there's a big misconception that we only have this small window in between like 3 games after the Super Bowl to cut Derek Carr this year, or else we're locked into the contract. That is not true. We have that same window every year. So just because we don't cut him in that window this year doesn't mean we're locked into that contract. We could do it at the end of next year and the year after that. So that's a big misconception that, you know, hasn't been cleared up. And I just want to put that out there for everybody. So that, you know what I mean? That changes the whole question on, do we draft a quarterback? Do we keep Derek Carr? You know what I mean? So I just wanted to,
Yeah, no. And that's facts, bro. We just got to pick someone up to develop somebody to kind of build under him. I mean, Carr was picked up in the second round, or I think, right? But
yeah, he was a second round pick.
He was a second round pick.
Yeah. So yeah, and
a hell of a second round pick at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
definitely, man.
What I can say here is, I'm going to go ahead and piggyback on that. I think we draft a quarterback, but I think we draft a quarterback to develop a quarterback.
Yes. I agree with you.
I don't think Carr's going to be out of here for the simple fact. To be honest with you, what I saw yesterday, and what a lot of people aren't talking about, is I saw a lot of snickering and smiling during the press conferences from certain individuals who were only here on 1-year contracts. You know what I'm saying? They don't look like they care. But you know what? You know who I did see who fucking cared was our quarterback.
Yep.
And I did fucking also see Devontae Adams cared. You know what I'm saying? I saw a fucking coach who looked like he did not care. All right? He said all the right things, but he's been saying all the right things all year. You know what I mean? And his slogan seems to be, and I mean, literally what I hear him say all the time, we have to learn how to win. All right. Well, newsflash, motherfucker, we were winning before you got here.
Facts, bro. Facts.
We were on an upward trajectory when you got here, bitch.
Yeah.
We were winning. And we should have kept winning. Now, in order for any of this to finally start working, if we're going to go with Carr, he's going to have to learn the system. And it does take him 3 years. Statistically, he has always gone downhill when a new regime comes in with a new play calling scheme. He always has record low years.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then the second year, toward the end of the year, he starts getting it. And then by the third year, he can run the shit himself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's what he did with Gruden. And that's why I kind of felt like we should have.
That's how we won them 4 games last year at the end of the season, because he had complete grasp of Gruden's offense. He didn't even need Gruden no more. He had the offense.
He had complete grasp.
Bisaccia just said, "Hey, just run with it, man, and do what you got to do, man." And I think that's why we got those wins. And he needs to do that now. Fuck McDaniels. We got to get rid of McDaniels, man. I'm sorry. That's in my opinion. We got to get rid of him. I don't know if you guys think.
Right here, well, I never even thought about this, man. I forgot about Chase Garbers. I mean, yeah, but if Chase Garbers develops into something, he'll sooner or later. But I still think that he's probably only a serviceable backup at best. I wouldn't want to rest this team on his shoulders. That's for sure. He didn't wow me like Carr did when Carr came in when he came in.
When Carr came in, he looked like he was shooting lightning bolts out his fucking arm, bro. From that first preseason game against Seattle on from there. It looked like lightning bolts coming out of his fucking arm.
But I mean,
what do you guys think about picking up? I'm sorry. Go ahead, critique. I'm sorry.
If we're going to address the quarterback, bro, we need to address other positions too. All right, we have no depth on defense. Definitely no depth on secondary. All right, we don't have any secondary players. Harmon's out there. He's 32 years old. He's out there playing 80% of the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just Morig is out there hurt, and he's out there fucking playing most of the damn time. And these guys are getting burned.
We don't even have Hobbs out there either, right?
Hobbs is hurt. He's been gone. He's been gone for what? Damn near 2 to 3 weeks now, and that's definitely missed.
Yeah.
And then we got our linebackers. I mean, without Blake Martinez, let's be real, man. Blake Martinez and Divine Diablo were our leading tacklers the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and where's Perriman? What's he doing?
Exactly. He wasn't even in the top 5 when I was reading off the stats earlier on this video.
Yeah, I got a question for you guys. Since we got Patrick Graham, has anybody ever questioned his resume, or do we just say, the Giants' defense was decent last year, so we're good with that? Has anybody looked at his resume? Because I think Stu ran down his resume, and his resume is basically nothing except for the Giants last year, and they have personnel. So, nobody's questioning that.
That's a good question, though, Big Earn, because would you prefer Gus Bradley or Graham? I mean,
in hindsight, I'm taking Gus Bradley. In hindsight,
yeah, no joke.
We should win if we're going to put over 20 points. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say, if we're going to put over 20 points a game, we should be able to win the game, right? So it comes down to defense there, because Carr is putting up over 20 points a game, right?
How many points we scored yesterday?
20. I think it was 20-25, right? Yeah, he put over about 20.
We scored 20 points.
Yeah. We should be able to win a game if you put over 20 points. I mean, we've been doing that.
Rush to Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
That big run with John Taylor, bro. I'm so pissed off that Derek Carr missed that tackle. I mean, that's the straw. That's the straw that breaks the camel's back for me, bro. You're missing tackles, bro. I can't do it, bro. You've been here 9 years and you're still missing tackles on Pro Bowl running backs. Unacceptable, bro.
Yeah, man, you got such a golden arm. Why didn't you take off your shoe and hit that motherfucker in the head as he was running by? You should have done something, dude.
We know you can do it. We love you. You're just a bitch,
man. I mean, you don't have to commit any turnovers or fuck up in any way, but it's always going to be your fault. All you got to do is make one bad decision and overthrow one pass, and it's all your fault, buddy.
I've heard somebody say, you know that pass to Keelan Cole on that fourth quarter drive, which the potentially game winning one. You know that one where he just had to reach over his head and went right through his hands. Somebody told me that Derek's accuracy is gone because that ball should have hit him right between the numbers. Dude, you're a fucking NFL receiver, bro. If it's in your wheelhouse, you catch that shit.
Well, Foster Moreau should have caught that ball in the end zone too.
He should have caught that shit too. The only one I give a pass is that Devontae one, because that was good ass defense, but that ball was placed where it needed to be. It was just good defense. You know, the Gilmore one, the Gilmore and Devontae, the very last one.
I'll be honest with you, man. Devontae is probably one of the best receivers I've ever seen play, man. And I've seen a lot of receivers. That boy, man, once he catches that ball, he can swerve, move. You know, the juke, man. That guy's a baller, man.
He has a no first down marker.
Man.
We're blessed to have him on the team.
We had all these badass players that we signed: Renfro, Waller, Adams. You know, we didn't pick up Jacobs' fifth-year option. You know what I'm saying? But we signed all those badass receivers, and Waller hasn't shown up. Renfro hasn't shown up. Devontae Adams is the only one showing up to these games, balling the fuck out, playing with heart,
carrying the fucking team at
Frozen, or
times.
is it me?
Yeah, I mean, he is fucking wrecking shop out there. He's doing everything he possibly can, but he can't do it by himself.
I know.
Austin Morrow, as good as he is, you know what I mean? He's a compliment, but he's not Darren Waller. He's not Hunter Renfro. Where's this three-headed fucking monster we were supposed to see this year? You know, I mean, if that shit would have really panned out, it looks really good in Madden and on NFL 2K and Tecmo Super Bowl, but it fucking damn sure don't look good in real life now. You know? Oh, shit, we got a new guest. Al's Ghost.
What's up, guys?
Shit.
I'm a little.
What up, Ghost?
Can you guys hear me? Could you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Who is that?
It's Al's Ghost, man. I'm a little camera shy. I'm at work, so showing up without camera here, getting away from the boss. But I just wanted to say what's up. Salute to Earn, Critique, Fade, and
what's up, brother?
Props to all of you guys for actually telling the truth about DC and the problems about this team. So I've been joining or seeing a bunch of these live stream by Raider content creators. I mean, you guys know all the different names, and this whole car bashing is really out of line, man. This whole organization, let's be real, it's a joke, and I think I put this in the chat. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So, and I only have a few minutes, but here I just want to make a quick point. So everybody's talking about how we haven't invested monetarily on the defensive side of the ball, and I completely agree, right? We have a lot more money locked up on the offense, but from a draft capital standpoint, check this out. Remember these names. Damon Arnett. Remember that name, right? PJ Hall, Arden Key, Obi Melifonwu, Eddie Vanderdoes, Carl Joseph, who was okay for a few years, Jihad Ward, Shalik Calhoun, et cetera, et cetera.
Shit.
I mean, Ben Heaney, Nayron Ball, R.I.P.
Oh my God.
Away. Mario Edwards Jr. I mean, the list goes on and on. Over the past 5, 6, 7 years, we've invested heavy. Yeah, I know. I mean, we all might start fucking crying or some shit after.
Well, you're making it worse for us, bro.
I think I need a barf bag. I don't feel so good.
Shit, man. He's bringing up a very good point, though.
Exactly. We've invested a lot of draft capital over the past 5 to 7 years. And is that Derek's Carr fault that none of those guys had panned out? Remember Nick Nelson, by the way. I mean, it's just crazy. Isaiah Johnson, who was a 4th round pick, he's no longer on the team. And of course, I mean, Jonathan Abram, who got cut about a week ago. This organization has not drafted well over the past, pretty much 2014 is the standout draft. I think we could all agree 2014 was an amazing draft. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much been like slim pickings. And the only way to build a true winner, a consistent winner, a sustainable winner is to build through the draft. And this team hasn't done it. And I'm a DC supporter. I'm like Earn, hashtag, Carr's fault. But at the end of the day, I don't know if you feel the same way, Earn. I kind of feel like, hey, let's end this whole car debate, have this guy go somewhere else to a more consistent, stable organization, and then the car haters are going to come out of the woodwork, at the end of this season, if he's not here, and then be clamoring for him because I am. If we go ahead and get a stopgap quarterback or get a rookie quarterback, it will get uglier before it gets better. If you guys think this season's bad, it will get uglier before it gets better. Go ahead, Ernest.
You guys, 2 things real quick. So if Derek Carr does leave, he's going to go to the Rams and win the Super Bowl. And then the talk of Raider Nation is going to be, Derek Carr wasn't loyal. And then on top of that, there's breaking news from Raider Scout that the Raiders have just claimed former Chargers 2019 first-round draft pick Jerry Tillery off waivers. So we're going to the Super Bowl now, y'all.
That was from Raider Scout?
Yep.
Okay.
Scout is pretty much on point.
I agree with that. The other quick point that I wanted to make,
up,
I was checking out. Hey, Rafa. This is Alex Ghost, by the way, Rafa. I've seen you on several lives before. Appreciate your takes. The other thing that I was seeing last night and then today were all these memes about Derek. So what is it? You want the guy to show passion, show dedication to the organization, or do you want him to just be like apathetic and not give a fuck? Like, which one is it? You can't have it both ways. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me.
No, I agree with you, man, because I like the fact that he actually is showing some emotion, because he is pissed. And everybody, they make fun of him because he goes to church, he's into God and all that. And then when he shows some, the fact that he's pissed off and all that, then people start saying, well, now he's crying and all that. Well, at least he's fucking showing some emotion. I mean,
he's showing some emotion.
Yeah. I prefer a guy like that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, Fade. And I was going to say this too.
At least he's showing.
Yeah, it shows that he cares. He's not just there to collect the dollar. You know what I mean?
The shield means something to the guy.
Cares.
Well, it does, because his dad's a Raider fan.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this, guys. We're actually damn
like,
lucky.
He's like, I'm tired of seeing no care for this organization. I mean, that shit right there kind of hit home to me. You know,
it did too, man.
We all know he's a Raider fan. He's been a Raider fan since he was a kid. So
yeah, his dad was a Raider fan. You know,
it's kind of like one of us going there and doing camp, and we're getting shit on every week for what everybody else is doing. Trying to make no damn excuses for the guy, because no, fucking we do. If there's one knock on him that I have, it's that he doesn't have leadership qualities when we need them. And got to dig deep for those. The issue is that he's looking toward Josh McFucknuts, and he's not a good fucking leader. So he needs to do it himself.
Yeah.
Josh McFucknuts is not going to help him, so he needs to do it himself. I feel like Derek Carr is being sabotaged, if you ask me.
He's getting fed to the Lions critique, and I'll say this, guys. We're actually damn lucky that over the 9-year career that Derek Carr has had here with the Raiders, that he hasn't demanded a trade. In this day and age, when we have so many players in so many different leagues, MLB, NBA, I mean, you name the league, the sport, all of these players going on Twitter and demanding trades, we're actually damn lucky that we've had this guy for 9 years.
You're right. Look who we had before then, you know? Shit.
Peace out, Ern.
Yeah.
I'll see you in a minute.
Take off, Ern.
Well, hey, what's going on, man? Rap just jumped in here. How you doing, Raphael? How you been?
Well, what can I say about it? I'm not feeling good about this. But listen, there are so many things that I'd like to talk about the Raiders' performance against the NWA Colts. It wasn't feeling good. Even I just saw the post-game presser with Derek Carr and Abante Adams. Josh McDaniels isn't the perfect fit, isn't the good answer to make to the Raiders right there. If you look at the Raiders' history right here, because I just learned about the history, how they're great in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, also 2000, because we just lost the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay Buccaneers right there with Canahan right there. I just feel that we didn't feel like the same energy right there. And what I was just saying, this is the moment that we're waiting for, because under regime of Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, we're totally fucked because they have no sense. They have no leadership. They have no reason to win this. Because right now, what the fuck are we doing right now? Because we don't have that passion. And when I just saw this performance right there with Josh Jacobs, Max Crosby right there, those are guys that had a lot of guts right there because they just delivered good performance. And of course, I just see the face of disappointment of Devontae Adams and Derek Carr. How is it possible? Because right now, Josh McDaniels isn't the perfect answer, isn't the head coach right here. Because every time when I will see it looking at the Bill Belichick assistant manager right there, which is Josh McDaniels, isn't the perfect choice. And I was telling that he was fired with the Denver Broncos. It was the first year at Team Tebow. But right now, we had to focus right there because they had the bigger fucking change right there sooner or later. Because starting with the court, starting with the coach, starting with the owner right there, even Mark Davis said that is a perfect choice. I mean, what is he talking about? Because right now isn't the perfect choice because we had only 2 wins and 7 losses. Because he was telling, as far as the Josh goes, they have no issues. But us, as the Raider Nation right there, we have issues with Josh McDaniels right there. Isn't that they give us like a poor performance right there? Because and we have 3 games.
Nope, I think we lost Raph.
Yeah, I think we lost them. Critique. I was actually
having terrible weather right now. I know it's.
Yeah, the one thing to critique is look who we lost to too. First time coach, right? Jeff Saturday. That's another thing too. Josh McDaniels lost to Jeff Saturday. First time coaching ever.
Guys,
we were all over ESPN today. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, guys, this is a rhetorical question. I have a couple. Number one, how is it that we did more with less last year with Bisaccia? That's leadership. That's coaching. That's coming from the top, right? Number two, how is it that this guy, that Josh McDaniels, how is it that this guy is still head coach? Check this stat out. Out of the last 31 games that he's had as head coach, which is, Denver Broncos and Raiders combined, he's lost 24 games.
Yeah, I know.
He's lost 24 of the last 31. I don't know about you or me, but like if we're at a job and we suck at it, we get fired. That's what happens. How is it that this guy keeps on getting chances this way? And he's not going to get fired in the middle of the season. He's going to ride this season out. But to Rafa's point, which I think this is the point that he was making, this guy is not the answer. He needs to, we need to cut ties with this guy. But what worries me is this. This is what worries me. Ziegler, I actually think he might be a pretty good GM, but I think he's a package deal with McDaniels. And if McDaniels leaves, I don't know if Ziegler then says, well, you know what? I guess I'm out too. Or I don't know if that was actually part of the deal. It's, 2-for-1.
Yeah, because they're tight. But you know what, man? Ziegler, he can have a great job with the Raiders, but McDaniels is done after the season, I think. I don't think he'll ever get a coaching job again. Because I don't know if that was Belichick that was calling all those fucking plays in New England. And he had Brady, but he's already shown he can't lead a team, in my opinion.
He's not a leader of men, man. He's not a leader of men. He could draw up the X's and O's, and maybe on the chalkboard it looks really pretty and it looks nice, but he does not have a feel for the game. I think play calling is more art than a science, and the guy just doesn't have a feel for the game. He calls these like crazy ass trick plays at the most inopportune times. At the most inopportune times, like, dude, like you need to have a feel for the game, and he lacks that, which is completely baffling to me because he's literally been under Bill Belichick, who's the king of situational football for the last 2 decades. And the fucker has no clue as to how to call a game. And I think these players realize that, like, hey, this dude doesn't have a clue. He has a list of plays, and probably individually, like, the plays look good on paper. But then the sequence and the way that you call them, he's like playing checkers, not chess, right? And he just doesn't know how to – he just doesn't have a feel for the football game. Go ahead, Rafa. I thought you were going to talk or say something.
Yeah, because the internet was running down right there, but I was just saying that, well, to complete my opinion right here, they need a bigger fucking change right here sooner or later, because it's over right here. Because what I just see clearly right there has been sabotage. Because right now is our time to see, just to wake the fuck up right here. Because what we do right there with 2 wins and only 7 losses, we're doing nothing. And we just saw, like, we represent the whole nation right there. We deserve a lot of better. We deserve a better coach. We deserve a lot of owner. We deserve a lot of offensive coordinator. I mean, we deserve a lot of better. Not because of Josh McDaniels, because it's only... I would rather say we're displaying this, because talking with Josh McDaniels, it's like just like a chiller right here. He needs to go to flipping burgers at McDonald's. But I was just like, it's over for me. It's over for me because right now they need to better fucking change right there sooner or later. So,
hey, Rafa, he might not even be good at that. He might overcomplicate fucking burger making, honestly. Like, this guy just overcomplicates it. He just doesn't know what he's doing. And I used to be a season ticket holder in Oakland, and I've heard on some Raider content creator lives the following. Well, hey, everyone, we got to be patient. We got to give Ziegler and McDaniels time. Well, we've been fucking patient for over 2 decades. Like, we haven't had a consistent
2001.
Yeah, there's only 2
exactly. We haven't had a consistent winner for over 2 decades. So this whole notion of us being patient and giving Ziegler and McDaniels time, shit, I've been waiting. I'm approaching my mid-30s, guys. So I'm one of the younger Raider fans. I had not seen the Raiders win a Super Bowl. I've seen them win like one playoff game when I was like in 6th grade. Like, I'm a fucking grown-ass man now. And I
was in high school when they won the last Super Bowl. I was wearing a Todd Christensen jersey, man. That's how long it's been for me. You know what I mean? And I never thought 2000, I would say 99, 2000, 2001 when we were probably the closest, when we had Gannon and then we got Tim Brown and Rice. We were close to that, man. And I was a season ticket holder in Oakland too. When they came over here in 95, I used to go to LA twice a year. I feel you, bro. I have a son your age, man, and he's like, Dad, when am I going to see a Super Bowl? You know,
dude, it's
I made him a Raider fan, and now he's like, fuck, man, but it sucks.
Dude, I made my girl a Raider fan, and I feel bad for her, man. Like, I feel bad for her that she has to go through this with me. It's a tough situation.
Yeah,
I'll leave you guys.
Asking me, Dad, why? You know, I mean, it's like, son, if I knew that answer, I would be coaching the team because I would make sure that I would fucking make sure that we didn't do that. That's for sure. What's up with all these trick plays, man? Like, do we have to at least do one a game? Because every time we do. If it wasn't for Devontae yesterday, that trick play would have been blown completely up, and we would have lost yardage. It could have been very, very detrimental to the team and the momentum of the game. I mean, I don't get why we keep doing this stupid shit.
Hey, you know what makes me sad too, man? I'm sorry. I was just going to say, like, for Rafi he became a Raider fan. Like right? And he put the gear on. That was just like
1 year ago.
He jumped on board, man, and then he's got to go through this bullshit that we're going through. You know, and Rafi, I'll give it to you, man. Thanks for jumping on board, man. But yeah.
Yeah, and guys, I was gonna say, even going back to the Broncos game when we did that onside kick in like the first or second quarter, there's no consistency. There's no sort of overarching game plan for us to succeed in every single game. It's just mind-boggling. This is not the guy. And I said after week 3 on some of these lives in the chats.
I feel like this guy here is more like trying to run off of luck instead of running off of skill. You know what I mean? Because he's definitely obviously not very skillful as a head coach.
Right.
Yeah. So he's hoping that maybe he can do some type of bullshit. It's almost like throwing darts at a dartboard. You know, unless you're precise and you actually know what you're doing with your form, you're literally just throwing and see what hits, which is kind of what I feel like he's doing. He's like, oh, God, Devontae Adams, I should have a great passing game. Yeah, but you didn't think about how bad your defense is against the run and the pass, and you didn't address it.
You know, Hugh Jackson used to do trick plays, but at least he was smart about it. You know what I mean? Remember Hugh Jackson?
I'm not saying don't try.
Right.
I'm not saying don't try the trick plays, but don't try to force them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We're fucking. Yeah. It's 3rd and 4, man. You're gonna run an end around pass, really?
Yeah.
You know, come on.
Critique. I think there's one of two things going on here, and it's probably both of them. but it's one of two things regarding McDaniels' play calling. Number one, he probably just doesn't know how to play call. He doesn't have a feel for the game. So that's more of a competence type of answer. He lacks the competence to be a play caller. But number two, it might just be ego. He thinks, hey, you know what? I'm this badass play caller. I could outsmart everyone. And this is me. This is my ego taking over. So it's one of those two. He either doesn't know what he's doing, or it's his ego, or it might be a combination of both. But this is not the guy for the job. And I'll leave with this, guys. I'll take your comments off air because I got to jump to a work call at 1:30. But I'll say this: judge. This is a different topic here, but judge a man by his actions, not necessarily by his words. And by that, check this: Mark Davis, every decision that he's made over the last several years has been motivated by one thing, and that's money. He got money from the state of Nevada, from the city of Las Vegas to build them that fancy stadium in Allegiant. And that's his primary motivation now as being the Raiders owner. I think he tripled or quadrupled his net worth by moving to Las Vegas. And at the end of the day, whether Allegiant is blacked out, filled with Raider fans, or whether it's filled with that fucking ugly ass orange from Broncos fans, it doesn't matter to him, because Allegiant at the end of the day is packed and he's getting paid. So that's all that matters. That's his primary concern, is money making. Winning, I'm sure he cares about, but I really think that that's secondary, because at the end of the day, those seats at Allegiant, they're getting filled with asses, and whether they're Raider fans or away fans, it doesn't really matter, guys. I'll take your comments off air. Love chatting with you guys. Keep it going. Critique. Fade, you're awesome. Rafa, salute.
I was getting to see how it goes.
Raider Nation for life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's right.
He made some good points there.
Hey, but I'm going to go ahead and he made some damn good points. As a matter of fact, I mean, he left so many good points. I really don't see anything else to talk about, to be honest with you, because he's on point with all of it. Mark Davis has been all about the money. We see what he has been, the moves that he has made. Yeah. Now, he has also made some very humanitarian moves with certain things that have happened within, our organization, and certain things that have happened with certain individuals that most owners wouldn't do. Right. I still respect the guy, for who he is, but ultimately it's all for the money. All right. And the good things that he was doing is to save face. I mean, but that's here nor there. We know that he doesn't know football, and he doesn't know football. You can tell he doesn't know football by the people that he hires. Okay. He hired Gruden for a reason, because he knew Gruden knew football. You know what I'm saying? But Josh McDaniels don't know shit about football except for maybe being an offensive coordinator. He definitely don't know shit as being a head coach.
You got to admit, Critique, when we first picked up Ziegler and McDaniels, we were all hyped up on it, right?
Well, dude, we all thought it was going to be completely different. Nobody thought that in a million years that it was going to look like this, because it wasn't just Josh McDaniels coming by himself like he did with Denver. Right. He was coming with his fucking GM. Right. So this is a 2-for-1 package.
From New England.
If we give him something to work with, then he should be able to do what he's got to do, right? Somebody that he's already proven to be able to work with and be a winner with. Well, fuck, were we fooled?
Yeah. No, I hear you, brother.
I mean, in all actuality, we'll see exactly how this ends up. I appreciate all y'all for coming on, and everybody in the chat, man. Thank you guys for all showing up. This has been another episode of the Raider Critique, your post-game review. 10 done StreamYard style, because, Critique's fucking shit's blown up in the studio.
Hey, you got to admit, though, man, you went 15 minutes in, you were getting ready to cut out, and then we jumped on with Ern and Al's Ghost, and now Rafi. I mean, it turned out to be a really good show, man. I appreciate you having me on, brother. Always.
It sure did, man.
God bless.
I appreciate y'all for jumping on, dude, because if y'all would have jumped on.
Turned out to be a really good show, man. Thank you, brother. Take care, Rafi.
Complaining.
Fade.
Fade. Everybody, subscribe to Fade to Black. you know, I don't know if you've got a YouTube channel or not. You need to get one. You know,
well, you need
mean?
to subscribe, man. I need to get to 100. So yeah,
man,
fade to black at YouTube. Okay,
hey, Robert
the way
Pena,
it's spelled there.
still in the chat, bro. Post his link for his YouTube right there in the chat, so everybody can go ahead and jump on it. And you know what I mean? That's my brother Fade right there, man. Make sure you subscribe to him. He
Much
drops
love
a
for you,
lot
brother.
of good times.
Yeah, and take care, Rafi. Okay.
All right, I'll take care.
All right, brothers. You guys take care. God bless.
Yeah, God bless you.
God bless you too, brother.
Okay, so right now, I was gonna say this. Great show. It was like an amazing to have a conversation with you, Raider Critique, and of course, much love and respect for all the Raider Nation right there. When I'm using this jersey right there, Max Crosby, it's because I'm bleeding silver and black. I'm bleeding for all the Raider Nation right there. It's in my blood. It's in my DNA, and of course, much respect. And of course, subscribe to my channel right there. I'm almost 3 away for the 300 subscribers right there. Don't forget to subscribe, Rafael Chelsea right there. And I'm just doing my best right there. And I know I'm a journalist and I'm still learning about the Raider history right there. And I was gonna say this, just like Al Davis say, just win, baby. And don't forget, don't fuck with the Raider Nation right there. So salute to you.
See you later, Raph, man. Yeah, go over there and subscribe to Raphael, man. He's got some real good content going on over there on his channel. And I do want to take this time to thank every single one of y'all for coming in here and making this enjoyable again. I now have 452 subscribers after 12 years of doing this, and these are numbers that I honestly never thought that I would actually reach. And it's because of all of you that I have finally reached these numbers, and I feel like that I could possibly genuinely reach more of every single one of y'all who bleed the silver and black just like I do. And, you know, you're going to start seeing a lot of the real ones, and you're going to start seeing a lot of who's fake, because a lot of these cats are going to start falling off. And I'm not talking about YouTubers. I'm talking about these fake ass fans. All right. All these ones who jumped in here trying to hop on a bandwagon, but then when we turn out to be exactly what we never thought that we would be this year, which is a dumpster fire, they're going to start hopping shit. So just remember that, Raider Nation. The real one's going to stick around here. We're still going to keep doing what we do. We're always going to try to figure out a way to right the shit. It's just right now, with the look of everything, you know, it's probably going to take a lot more than just one move to do so. So anyway, I do appreciate all y'all for coming in, man. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications for more Raider content right here on the Raider Critique. Especially if you're new here, man, hit the thumbs up. You know what I mean? It helps the algorithms. It helps this channel be able to get its content out to more people who are just like you. Somebody who is absolutely diehard and will bleed for this shield. So until next time for the pre-game against the Denver Broncos next week, we all know, man, it's always Raider Nation for life.